No, I wasn't starting anything official.
Well, you are now.
Damn it! What?
You are officially started. So go.
Oh shit. Alright. Here's what I remember. We had some difficulty with whatever dragon thing was following us because he wouldn't take any candy anymore and thought it'd be funny to mess with us some more. And then Val and Rio had a comparing of mage hands. Then we traveled to Burf. Please, anybody, if I forget anything important.
The boots with the bird.
So far, so good.
So we travel to Burf, and we get there, and we see this amazingly cultured, like, beautiful city that's kind of, it looks like you were describing, like, kind of, I can't really re-describe it. You were talking about, like, New Mexico and stuff?
Yeah, the buildings are made of, like, adobo.
Yeah, that. And, like, with the...
It's super cultured. Everyone's wearing conehead skull caps.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so it's
Boots
super
cooked
nice
on
there.
Adobe style ovens.
Yep. And so there's sun elves there, we think. I'm pretty sure. And we get some instructions on how to find an inn or a bar. It was a tavern. And an inn?
An inn, I believe.
Yeah, it was an inn. Called it was like the Wavy Sword or something.
The Wavy Gravy.
I think Windy Sword?
The Windy Sword?
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were making jokes about Rio's Windy Sword.
Right, the Windy Sword. Let's forget about that quickly.
Let's not.
So then we find Ulfgar, and he's super normal looking for the most part, and then we talked to him for a little bit. We introduced some new people like Rio and Barry to him, and we give him a sword, or Gidget gives him a sword, which was Tear, right?
I think C first?
C and then Tear.
And then Tear.
Yeah. So C, and then Tear. And he gets all like weird, and there's this wave of like ashy or like ashy skin that sort of moves across his body from front to back, and the eyeball on his chest that he got from hell glows. And it then we got to talking about it, and he told us all about how he made a deal with a drow queen in hell to get him out, and that she wants all the swords to do something that we don't know. It's very sinister. And then we get to talking, and Val does some science, and
science.
Ulfgar sees the soul spike from hell and is like, "Where'd you get that?" And Val's like, "No biggie smalls, like it's all good, we're good in the hood." And Gidget starts crying because of what we did, and then he was like, "What did you do?" So we had to get a room and go up there to explain it while Rio was away, of course, because he's from Cirencester. And then we explained it, and like I said before the stream started, Val was spitting some sick logic and got punched in the face by Ulfgar for it. and their like initiative to be good and do good in the world and make things right and restore some sort of universal karma or something. I don't know. And get back at Jimmy for what he did.
Fuck Jimmy.
For some sort of misguided righteousness or whatever. And then Gidget jumped out a window and broke her legs.
No,
Um,
that did
I
not
remember
happen.
I remember that.
No, you got punched in the face.
I got punched in the face, and I think if that we told Ulfgar what we did, and then he left for a little bit, and then he came back.
And then he
His
punched
kill.
Val in the
And
face.
then he punched Val, for reasons that we don't have to discuss.
Logic.
Logic, totally reasonable logic. And if nothing happened
really
after that, that's how we left off.
Yeah. I did write down that when Ulfgar got the swords, so he had 3 of them, right? We saw him kind of go weird, but he like saw the Drow Queen.
Oh, right, yeah.
And something like gathered the spine, and it was time to find the head. An acquaintance holds the head. The false leader has her sword. And we think the false leader might mean the regent.
Or Michael.
Not Michael at all. Because knowing Scott, he may want us to think it's that deep, but it's probably not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
He could like describe a rock for like half a second too long to us, and we'd put all of our attention on that. So
Wow.
that's the nature of the part. You've said it before, don't you deny?
Wow. I
And-
can't believe you would say that about me and or your friend.
It said that the false leader person was in Brookhaven, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So I just missed a whole lot of important stuff. So this is
No,
why
you're
I'm not
good.
good at recap.
No, you did really good.
You
That
did
was
pretty
like,
okay.
I mean, we've heard worse.
Yeah, please have add narrative things.
It was really great last week. If you want to know about what Liam was talking about, you can go watch it.
Yeah. Go
And
watch
boom.
it. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
We put out videos every
Buy our
Friday
new
and Saturday.
T-shirt.
Buy our merch. We have it up on.
shit, we need
This week brought to you by Charleston Chew.
Subscribe to our Indiegogo
Oh,
and
man, I
our
wish we were sponsored by
Patreon.
Charleston Chew.
Me too. I fucking love Charleston Chew, and I
Strawberry
always get
Charleston
shit
Chews are
for
my
it.
jam.
Oh, it's
Donate
so good.
$100, then we can give you like some real backstage passes to meet
Yeah.
our characters.
Charleston Chew, sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
This week's podcast is sponsored by Blue Apron.
No, we are not
Wow.
sponsored.
Man, we
This
could
week
probably
brought
get
to you
sponsored
by Dollar
Squarespace.
Shade Club.
They'll
Dollar
sponsor
Shave
anybody.
Club, Blue Apron, the ones that sponsor everything.
This week brought to you by Crunchyroll.
Oh, the Crunchyroll too.
Anyways,
Tracker.
we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, I think.
Yeah, maybe sometime tonight. Oh yeah, and during all that, like Rio went to go take care of his business that he's here to do,
Quote unquote. Wink, wink.
paperwork, because
Yeah,
Because you guys killed my family.
Oh, cry me a river.
where's my tissue box?
Wah wah. Just a dead family.
There's
Get
no
used to
shame
it.
in crying.
Gidget has one.
Wolfgar's got one.
Ulfgar's got one.
Val probably has one.
Val has a living grandfather and a mother.
As far as
His
Val
dad's
knows.
dead.
Val's got a wife and kids that he kind of
Completely
Just
abandoned.
just
Not
forgot
even
about.
kind of.
Just
Yeah.
He's just like,
Fuck that noise.
so were they? And then he completely forgot. Val's grandfather actually probably looks younger than he does because he's a full elf.
Yeah. It's just Sycamore.
Yeah, he's just. Oh my god. Well, is Sycamore a moon elf?
No,
See,
unfortunately.
he's in his midlife, whereas Val's about dead.
Just barely hanging on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a pretty good recap.
Yep.
Thank
Did
you.
anybody else have anything else to add?
Nope.
Lunch with my uncle was fantastic, and I'm so glad nobody punched me in the face or told me that my family was murdered by the people I'm traveling with. It's great.
Your uncle's like, so I have some leads. I saw these folks.
Yeah, there was a helicopter taking live video.
Somebody had a drone out.
hey, they can't have. We're flying it way too close to the airport. 5 miles minimum.
Anyways,
Uh,
So what y'all doing? I feel like we left it on a mini cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I think we did.
I just wrote end after Val got punched in the face. So.
Yeah, I think that's about what happened too. We never reacted to the that.
Or hasn't met Cassie yet.
She comes out at night.
So
It
do
is
vampires.
kinda night, I think.
She doesn't
But
suck
she's
blood.
not-
She's
She's not evil.
just, horse slime.
Yeah, she sucks on horse.
Not evil.
I'd come back to the inn at probably around late afternoon and just hang out with whoever's downstairs, I suppose.
I don't think any of us are downstairs right now.
Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting around. Might be hanging out with Barry. I don't know what he's doing.
Who's getting in trouble with the rest of them? Last we heard.
Oh, I see. Never mind. I'm all alone.
I mean, I'm sure they'd leave.
Just drinking by myself.
I mean, that's up to you guys. So, kinda waiting for y'all to make a move.
I mean,
I think Wolfgar would ask, did you guys do anything else that we need to talk about?
I
nope,
don't think so.
nothing. Nothing really.
You guys
Okay,
know
Barry?
anything you want to tell me?
What?
Nothing?
Yeah, here. We should not stay up here and have so much tension because it's really killing my vibe.
Your vibe.
Yeah, my vibe. It's killing it. So,
You vibing on all those dead people?
yes. I hear them speaking to me. If I get real close to Ulfgar, and use thaumaturgy to make some creepy whispers happen in my ears, can you hear them?
So you're putting your head against Ulfgar's head so I can listen to your ear?
Yes. Because that's where the whispers are, in my ear, or else I wouldn't be hearing them.
Just punch him again.
Yeah, can you just punch him again?
No, don't.
Can I punch
Nobody's punching Val again.
your punch?
I would like to put him in a headlock and take him down.
Snug little mouth.
Take him downstairs and dunk his head in a side of cold water.
Don't give me a swirly.
No,
Don't.
really.
A trough for the horses or whatever.
No. No.
Here, I'm rolling for it.
Smells
Don't,
like hay
no.
and sadness.
Rolling for it.
Can I get a strength check against that?
I mean, of course you can.
Good luck.
Good luck against Ulfgar.
That's
Fuck.
15.
Please, dice. Fuck. The 2.
Hmm.
Well, technically it's a 1. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Ulfgar.
Down the stairs we go.
Ulfgar.
All
I
three
just
fights.
follow behind.
I will blast you. Don't underestimate me.
They walked past me on their way out to the horse trough or whatever it is.
Ulfgar.
Wow.
Because if so, I'm just gonna follow with interest. I'm not
Do
even gonna
this.
say anything.
Don't do it.
I brought the mead with me, but I'm still kind of crying.
Listen, I've been to hell and back, so you wouldn't have to. And
You're not putting my head in that.
It's gonna be another strength check.
12.
I got a 13.
Okay. Nope. He resists being dunked.
No. Don't. You're like, I'm like leaning forward.
I just imagine you
Pointed.
holding on to the edge of the trough, trying to keep your head out of it.
Yeah. No. Stop. But, oh, you go. Horace, help.
Yeah.
Horse, help.
Who's he helping, me or you?
He's mushing, stuck to my back, doing nothing. It's like Horace. Just like that vagina slug.
Can I sweep the leg?
Are you serious?
I mean, you can try. Sure.
Strength
That's
check
gonna
again, or
be you roll an attack, and
Oh, God.
Val's gonna have to roll a dexterity save.
I'm gonna ask Barry why they're fighting.
that's a 12.
I got a 15.
What is your AC, Val?
Do I have advantage since he's grappled?
Well, I got out of the grapple.
Yeah, he resisted the grapple.
My AC is 14.
So I don't think that works.
I know your shit. Don't do it.
In a rare feat of dexterity from Val, he manages to avoid your leg sweep.
I float in the air for 5 seconds. Come down gracefully.
Oh,
No, you just step over the leg.
Oh, little nubbins. I'm going inside. I'm hungry. I sort of like pat Ulfgar on the shoulder, and I walk inside.
Oh my.
What was that about?
Nothing. Just a little quarrel between old friends.
trying to remember what Ulfgar knows. Does he know that Rio's from Cirencester?
You wouldn't.
I think they would have had to tell you that.
Oh, wow.
We didn't. I don't remember us doing that.
I think we just said hi to Rio, and then he left.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I guess Ulfgar just be like, just some disturbing behavior from my companions.
From us.
Very concerning about their past actions.
Oh man.
I see.
I used minor illusion to make an eyeball on my palm, and I'm like, there's no one here to blame. We can't blame anyone here. Nobody can say anything about disturbing behavior.
Should I be concerned?
How long have you been traveling with them?
How long have I been traveling with them?
Like less than a week. I think.
Less than a week.
You should be
Hmm,
fine.
that's
Hopefully it's not
nice.
contagious.
Are they sick?
In a way.
We're not sick. Ulfgar's just being dramatic.
Hey, you're in the bar.
I think we're all in the bar.
I'm pretty sure the only one that told me they were going to the bar was Val.
So Rio followed him out.
Yeah.
I think
What?
Rio followed everyone out.
Yeah,
Didn't
he
Yeah.
saw me dragging you down the stairs and he followed.
he? You
Whatever.
would have passed him on the way into the bar? I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sticking close to Ulfgar. Just
I imagine Gidget just sort of like attached at Ulfgar's hip, literally
yeah.
just kind of hugging him and just stuck to him. Probably with some like honey stickiness.
Ew.
Tears rolling
No.
down her face.
Yeah, I'm crying. I'm not touching him. I'm crying and ashamed.
Right. Well.
You'll have to talk to them about it. It isn't my story to tell.
I just shake my head.
Huh.
Uh,
I'm gonna look at Gidget and see her like clearly about to like have a mental breakdown, and then I'm gonna kind of give a questioning look at Barry. What?
Perry, no. No.
Shake my head again.
Oh man. You're not there, Val. You can't say anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, this is just me.
Is there anyone out and about outside the bar?
Probably a few people, but not like by the door. There's people like walking around, but they're not really paying attention to you guys because you're by the horse troughs.
Barry knows that he's from Cirencester.
Yeah.
Barry didn't have anything to do with it.
Barry
Well,
was
kind
there.
of in a way. Yeah.
I mean,
He was compliant.
He had less to do with it than you guys did. Let's put it that way.
What? He was there.
I mean, yeah.
Barry was there, but he was in the bottom of a ship, retarring it constantly.
Yeah, he didn't really know the goal that well. Well, I guess no, he didn't he? Because he was there when Jimmy made the deal. Right?
Yeah.
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 Well,
So
I was there
guess-
watching Val communicate non-verbally with Jimmy.
And
Well, then
So,
Gabriel was doing the talking.
real?
Yes.
You mean
Really
trying to
been-
hump Jimmy's leg?
beneficial to let Gabriel do the talking? Would it have really been any more, like, could we?
Would have been a whole hell of a lot better than letting Val do it.
Would it?
I'm not Ooh, I'm not wading into this sea. That's not for me to say.
I mean,
Yeah,
come
you
on,
guys
guys.
decide as a group. Not for
Between
me.
me and Liam, who's the most charismatic?
Wow.
I
You're
think that's
both
like
pretty
it's a
low
null
on the
question.
charisma.
It's a
I'm not
trick
sure
question.
charisma has anything to do with this.
I was gonna say,
The question becomes which of you is more mature.
Oh shit.
That's wrong.
I think it's a tie.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
There's-
I've heard some
what-
things.
there's one character in prison and another one antagonizing government officials for free rides.
I was not antagonizing.
Well, it's more like ignorance is
Inconveniencing?
bliss moment. Yeah. Well, and he didn't even get to the actual Baron, so
Yeah, for
Any-
the best.
for the best.
Anyways, what's this story that you guys did something and I should maybe be worried? I don't.
They've been out there for too long.
What's Barry's voice? Oh,
I think it was a really strong Scottish accent last you did it.
Yeah, with lots of like rolled R's.
Oh shit.
And
I just sound Indian, and it's slightly offensive when I try a Scottish accent.
Right? For fuck's sake.
I guess,
Oh shit.
he'd be like, we were kind of in the neighborhood of Cirencester when it
Whoa.
evaporated.
Is that how you would word that?
Walking out of the door.
In the area. Okay.
I'm just gonna like stand there in stunned silence
Uh,
for
what
probably like close to a minute.
Barry means
I don't know, Barry will finish.
is that
Oh boy.
Yeah, we were doing I wouldn't call it a favor. A job
Barry.
to deliver a package, and delivered a package, and then Cirencester was no more. I don't know exactly what happened, but
Val telepaths to Barry very loudly in his head, stop talking.
Val's not there.
I literally said I was going out, that they've been out there for too long.
he said he was
Oh.
peeking at the door.
And
Huh.
listening.
It's in chat.
Yeah.
What was the package you were delivering?
I have no idea. We were just
Well,
told to
where-
take this box to this lady and come back, and the guy would give us a piece of hell
Excuse
in
me?
return. Well, you see,
Could
Ulfgar was in hell, and the plan was to go rescue him.
so I didn't mishear you.
Barry.
No,
Right.
I mean, it was a shady deal. I mean, it could have been drugs. It could have been something. I don't know exactly what happened.
Yeah, it was a full month before before the evaporation happened. So we don't even know if that was even a cause of it. We just know that we had been there.
Out of character-wise, I mean, would we know that the package we delivered destroyed the town, or could it have been
I
some
think
other?
it
Come
was
on.
strongly
It's
implied.
it's
Yeah.
Well,
obvious.
it could have been some other, some idiot mixing magics
No.
together.
We're the idiots.
Now
Yeah.
I'm debating on whether or not Rio's the kind of person that would go to the authorities like right away.
I rolled a 19 on deception.
On deception. What? For what? You didn't say
I
anything.
said it had been a full month.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
And what, you want me
man.
to
Yeah, can you contest that?
believe that?
Yeah, I
God.
do. I do
I
want you to
mean I don't. But
Actually, Gidget probably
Sure.
looks at Val in disbelief at that. So
Would that be an insight check, Mr. DM?
What did he roll
a 19
for
deception
deception?
when I had
So
said it had been a
yes,
hole.
that would be an insight check.
Okay. Do I get advantage since Gidget clearly does not believe a word that Val is saying?
Well, let's find out. Roll a perception check.
Perception.
See your surroundings.
Natural 20.
Then yes,
oh,
I think you would see Gidget very clearly telegraphing.
And that's a 20.
oh man. Oh.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, it's convincing, very convincing, and there's a little doubt in your mind, but you're pretty sure he's lying.
Hmm.
Like there's definitely doubt, but how much doubt is there?
At this point, I think Barry would go, "Oh, we know the guy who gave us the package, and we've got some questions for him."
And did you take that information to the authorities?
Who'd believe us?
That's why you take the evidence.
What authorities?
Not the ones of Sirenchester.
Oh.
Val say that? Let Val have said that.
Well, presumably some. Would I know if anyone is like actively investigating what happened there? Since, you know, my parents were, or rather, my dad and my brother were murdered.
Don't say murder.
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean?
Like, is there somebody investigating what happened at Sirenchester? Like, would I know that, or know who it was, or anything like that?
I mean, there's definitely people investigating. That's not even a question. There's definitely people investigating. A capital city just vanished, just willy-nilly, hibbity-bibbity like. Somebody's looking.
Yeah, but is there an authority? Like, what authorities would care? Slurn?
Yeah, I
Baron
think
and
the
Slurn, maybe?
Slurnian army would be worried, especially since it was, I mean, a Baron died. Well, Baron.
Yeah.
Will they also see this as an opportunity to go in and take control of Garnus?
I would say probably not. I think you guys have a bad idea of what Slurn is all about. They're not. It's not a conqueror.
Kind of feels that way.
It's less
Well, I
fun.
mean, he's currently conquering, yes, but that's never been.
He's not a conqueror, except for this one time.
Well, yeah, but that's
It's
not
not
like
his
a
goal.
goal of theirs, right? That's, they're. He's the only one with an army, and he feels sort of required to help out.
So would he send aid, Garnus?
Well,
in
he
that
definitely
manner?
sent people to see what the hell happened, and so yeah, he'd probably send a unit of troops to secure the area and make sure that doesn't happen again.
That hit way too close to
Well,
home.
somebody needs to inform them of what you guys know.
Well, to be fair, Gidget's family is also dead. If that makes you feel any better.
It doesn't.
That doesn't help anything.
I mean, had we known, we would never have taken that package.
We knew it would probably be bad.
Had you investigated
know.
it even a little bit, you probably would have found that out, but that's
Well, he told us
hindsight, and
not.
I can't say that.
Carried the package.
Gabriel.
So it kind of is all Gabriel's fault.
It
when you
is.
think about it.
Because I think Barry saw the package leave Jimmy's hands and go straight to Gabriel's, and then never saw it again.
That seems accurate.
Just straight into the bag, and we left.
Out of character, I was afraid that anything we did would mess it
Would
up,
blow us up.
or they would know somehow. So
I mean, it was
Uh,
heavily implied that he would know, but yeah.
So are you guys like, now that you have your friend back, gonna take this information to?
Did somebody with more like a moral compass answer him?
Wow.
Let's go.
I.e., could someone who's better at lying?
I rolled a 19. Okay, that's pretty good at lying.
Yeah, that is really good.
That is a pretty good lie. Yeah,
Especially for Val.
definitely.
All that low charisma.
I have amazing charisma. Thank you.
I know, that's the joke.
I just don't express it well.
I think Ulfgar would go, I think someone will.
well, I've been afraid to message my friends and family in Wixton, but they do know that something happened and that we were there.
So, you've been knowingly withholding information on a mass murderer because you're afraid of what your friends will think.
Pretty
Doesn't
much.
seem totally fair.
That's not entirely fair though. We're not.
Did anyone drop the lich bomb yet? Because I feel like
Ooh.
it's gonna be
Ooh.
probably pretty obvious who it was once that lich army starts, sweeping the country.
there's a problem
Well-
there because our who had given us the package wasn't entirely human or mortal,
And you
Or-
accepted it from him.
a person. We needed to get our friend out of hell.
And you didn't once think of anyone else that you might be affecting by doing that.
Well, they did probably.
Of course we did.
Yeah, they did. See?
We were
There-
we were desperate and we didn't have much time.
Yeah, we didn't have time at all. He was dying.
I had a quick question. It was just Gabriel and Val that went to drop off, well, to pick up the soul stone, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Barry and
You mean
Gidget
check
were-
'em- Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think you guys were. You were doing something else. Or
Oh,
they.
I was
Yeah.
babysitting Gidget because she's
Because
Or
she
did-
was high on spite.
Yeah,
That's
There you
right.
go.
He was at that.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Well,
So- Do Barry and Gidget know that he's a lich? I don't-
I mean, I assume that someone would have told you, because
I mean, it is Val and Gabriel, though, so...
I feel like they would probably say we were deceived by a lich or something along
Come
those
on.
lines.
Tell the life cleric it's a lich, please.
It's a lich.
the yeah, our informant was less than human. One might even
Informant?
not informant. What our dealer? That doesn't sound good.
Patron?
You're
Our
right there.
patron was a
No.
Well, client.
client.
Alright. Well, we were no.
You were delivering a package as couriers. That would make him your client, sure.
Well, whatever.
I blame the warlocks.
The guy. Hey,
We got the job from the Warlock Guild.
hey.
Fucking warlocks.
Warlocks being warlocks, man. I'm telling you.
No.
We're just warlocks doing what
No.
warlocks do.
Warlocks
No.
trying to skirt their like stereotype by being stereotypical. That's all I
No,
have to say.
Listen, the man was a lich. He's super evil. And was
Listen,
not.
the man was a lit.
The man was a lich, and he was not gonna let us go.
But if he was a lich, he wouldn't have been a man.
The fucking dude. He's the bro, fucking guy, person, the thing that talked to us.
At this point, Rio's just gonna turn around and walk away.
Rio, what you doing there, bud?
Just gonna
Rio.
keep walking.
Rio.
Oh.
All right. Well, this is the point, you guys, where we leave town.
Hello.
He'll come around. It'll be all right.
Wait, you're saying he'll come around and it'll be alright, and then you're leaving? You're not really giving me much time to come around.
No, I'm kind of like moving through thoughts, out loud.
He's going
Out
through the
loud
stages
as
of grief.
words to the party.
We should probably leave. No, he'll come around. I. Well, what do you guys think? I look down.
I just take another swig of my mead.
Damn.
It's the really strong stuff, so I
Turn
might be
Gidget into
drunk.
an alcoholic.
Who's turning Gidget into an alcoholic?
We.
Okay. Because it
I
sounded
brought
like you
this
said
stuff
you
from
were.
home.
No, we.
Oh, okay.
Barry is gonna follow Rio.
Hey, what a good segue into leaving a character behind.
Wow. Damn. Too bad.
Great.
Well,
Now I feel fuck bad.
you
Do
should.
Do you really?
I feel bad for myself because now somebody knows that I was associated with it.
That sounds about right.
I'm just going to my uncle's house, and I'm gonna go and probably spend the night with him and mull over everything that's just been told to me.
I visit you in your dreams.
Don't
I
do it.
punch
Don't
you
do
in
it.
the face. And then the next morning, whenever that may be, I don't know if anyone's going to want to do things. I'm going to go back with a quill, some ink, and paper, and I'm going to make one of them write down everything that happened, and then I'm going to make them all sign it. And then that's going to be Rio's next goal, is going to the Slurn army and presenting that information.
Barry would have out of your uncle's
was
estate have trees.
I'm not sure.
Because he'd be following you, and
Okay.
every time.
Oh, that's fair. When you could I could just have Barry write out that statement.
Oh.
But I'd still come back to have everybody sign it. And also, I'm probably going to be traveling with you guys up to Tingaria.
Hopefully, convinced that you're going to get everyone to sign that.
I mean, Barry would. as an eyewitness.
Man.
And I would make
Good-
sure to
good
have
character.
Barry. I'd make sure to have Barry right in there that all of you guys, Sans Ulfgar, were there, so that once one person signed off on it that is true, it's their
This
word
is-
against anyone else.
This isn't like a confession letter. We're not turning ourselves in, right?
No. Just the events that led up to what we
An
believe to be
eyewitness
the
testimony.
demise of Sergeant Jester.
And yeah, the next morning I'm going to bring it in and I'm going to wait for everybody to come down. And when they do, I'm going to ask them to sign it. I also, like, this wouldn't be anything that I would say directly to anybody, but just like, as far as Rio's state of mind goes, he doesn't like blame everybody, but he's mostly just wanting to get your guys' help because you were there. He's not necessarily like, you guys killed my dad. More like, you guys know what happened and I want to try to get closure on this.
You know, to clear things up, we didn't withhold information from you for our part, to spare you negative feelings.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Say, is Val sober and merciful in the...
Remorseful.
Nope.
Hell no.
He
What's
said it with
more-
such disdain.
Yeah, that's my feeling towards remorse. Better to ask. No, it's not better to ask either.
So I feel like I know the answer to most everyone else, but does Val sign the letter?
I sign a word in primordial.
And that word? Boot.
It's a word.
It is a word.
Definitely a word.
Definitely. a word.
I really wish that I knew comprehend languages.
Yeah.
Or tongues, even.
That's just unfortunate. Oh wait, I know primordial.
Fuck.
Oh,
Wow.
fantastic. So what does that word say?
Grayscale.
You don't know what that is.
Oh,
That's
I
my
can
last
prepare
name.
tongues. I just, that.
I thought your name was Valdrin.
Yeah, Grayscale is my last name. That's what I just said.
Out loud.
No,
In
no,
earshot.
it's not. Val, stop.
What? Yes, it is.
Let's see your warlock card.
Damn.
What?
You know that thing that they pulled out at Gabriel's trial? One that has his name written on it? Let's see yours.
Yeah, the membership card.
Mine?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Prove your name.
You're gonna have to roll a bluff on that one. That's, yeah. That's deception. You're trying to deceive him.
That's gonna be a 21.
21.
For deception?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I rolled a 2, so
Okay, well, you deceive
that's
him.
5.
I really don't know what you mean.
Good old charisma scores.
Look, Val, could you please just write your real name in
That is my name. I just said.
It just says grayscale, though, right?
Yeah.
That's not your full name.
Well, it's my last name.
Here, let me write it for you.
That's the secret. I've been holding on
Valdrin.
to. That's the
Everybody
secret I've been
just
holding on
said that
to.
it's not your
You
name.
guys, Gabriel is my real son.
Oh,
That's gonna take another deception check.
Oh no.
And I think everybody gets to roll against it. But
The 9.
it's a 9.
Yeah.
I got a
Boy.
7 on insight.
19.
What do we roll?
Insight.
Insight.
He's like, I guess Ulfgar gets to roll too, doesn't he?
16.
Yeah.
Alright,
Barry believes me.
I have proficiency in insight.
So far, only Barry is the one that believes you.
And Ulfgar.
16.
Barry and
Barry.
Ulfgar.
Barry
Really?
knows.
I feel like
Yeah.
Barry would even have disadvantage on it, but I don't think you're gonna roll worse than that.
No.
But
Yeah.
uh,
Like,
Ulfgar might have advantage just because I think he knows Val's real name.
does
But I mean, he should. He's been in the party with you for a while now.
I've told him
That's
that.
22 advantage.
Val,
Yeah.
you might as well just write your name. Everybody else is signing it. If it comes under scrutiny, then you're going to be the only. It's going to be everybody's word against yours. And honestly, nobody's
real
going
guilty.
to believe you. You're going to look way worse. This isn't. I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I need some validity to my statements.
It's just a witness statement at this point.
Yeah.
Come on, prove that all warlocks aren't evil.
I'm not evil.
Prove it.
Still hesitant. Jesus.
Yeah, please.
I love this.
If anything happens to us, it's your fault. Pointing
I
to
can-
the rest of the party. And
Well, then maybe we deserve it.
these kids.
I'm a grown woman.
I mean, what's one more warlock in prison?
Damn. You just went straight tiefling on him.
Fucking rude.
Red.
Oh,
Which character said that?
oh. Probably Ulfgar.
Damn. Throwing some serious shade.
I'm glad that Gabriel isn't there, because he would be seriously hurt.
Oh,
Well, he chose that life.
yeah.
No, he didn't.
Well, his
he
creator
did.
chose that life.
fine. If everybody's so hell bent.
In common.
Ugh.
I think Ulfgar will go, oh, yeah, there's no bent in hell. It's all just sharp and pointy and fiery. At least the part I was in.
Fine.
I'm
Dejected.
still like debating on it. Half of our night is just gonna be Val deciding whether or not he actually signs it.
Really, really slowly sign it. Staring at everybody.
V.
I'm
Yeah.
ready to. I'm ready
Which
to
name
cast
do
whole
you sign?
person. Yeah, which name?
What? What was the question?
Which name do you sign?
I sign Valdrin Cryptomark in common.
Wow. I'm so proud of you.
Barry's gonna go, don't you mean grayscale?
Oh,
Oh, Barry.
Barry.
Poor Barry.
No,
You
that
cute
was a
little
lie.
Barry's gonna be, like, taken aback. You lied to me?
Oh.
I'm so sorry. This is the
He's
only
so
remorse
small
I've
and
felt
adorable.
ever. The only remorse was lying to Barry.
Like a monster.
No,
Oh, good.
please don't be upset.
He's just gonna look at you and, kind of that deep grumble of a bear growl.
Oh, damn.
I,
And don't do it again.
you got it. You got it. No more lies to Barry.
This whole witness statement thing was off the cuff, but I'm glad of what it turned into. Oh man! All right.
You better know what you're
once-
doing legally.
I never know what I'm doing. I'm gonna roll it
Rio.
up and seal it and put it in my. I'm gonna pull out a little scroll case because I'm fancy, and I'm gonna put it in that, and then I'm gonna put it into my bag.
Barry's going to turn to Gidget and go, no warlock lawyers, please, though. I think that might be too much trouble.
So you sealed it?
Yeah. I sealed it and then put it in a scroll case and then put it in my bag.
Okay.
And then I put a
Roll
blood curse on
a
the
sleight of hand check, Val.
scroll.
Oh,
God damn it.
Interesting. It's a 10.
Everyone roll perception.
oh, higher than a 19. I know that.
5.
22.
I am just
Barry got a 5.
secure in the knowledge that my
Wolfgar got a
spell
natural
was
20.
Ulfgar and Gidget saw Val cast a spell.
fucking Val.
Oh, would it be a spell that he's cast before? Maybe I'd recognize what he did.
It's almost certainly a spell that he's cast before. I don't know if you would recognize it by that though, 'cause it's not. I mean, it's not really how that works.
Okay.
But yeah, you
Wolfgar is
definitely
gonna
saw
go,
it happen.
and we saw it on this scroll case. Right?
It's gonna do- Huh?
We saw it cast on the scroll case.
You saw it cast on the scroll.
On the scroll.
Well, I mean, while the scroll was out, anyway. I don't think you saw the target necessarily.
Wolfgar's gonna go stand on Vel's foot and go, what did you do?
What do you mean?
You magicked that. You do.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you mean.
Phil, please, just what did
What?
you do? You did
It's
something.
like magic brimming off of my hands and everything. I have magic everywhere. Magic's coming out of my ass.
Oh my god.
Wait, you did.
I stomp on his foot.
Check that scroll.
I'm going to sigh, break the wax seal, and reopen the scroll and look at it again.
Roll, I guess, investigation.
Oh, Lord.
While he's doing that, Wolfgar is going to be grinding his heel into Val's toes.
Natural 1.
You think that hurts me?
Oh.
See, I was telling the truth. There's nothing there.
Yeah, it looks fine to me, and I'll pass it to Ulfgar.
Why would Ulfgar know about it?
He's the one that told me to open it. I imagine that he'd want to look to see what's going on.
Yeah, I'll see what's going on.
Investigate.
That is a 6.
Damn it.
Can I, like, in that time, can I, like...
Sorry, that's an 8.
It's still not good enough, I don't think.
See?
Like, have the names changed?
You don't notice anything. They're still there.
It looks fine to me, but I'm just gonna glare at Val.
Gidget hops up to try to see.
Yeah, I'd pass it off to Gidget.
Roll that beautiful investigation.
Nice. 12.
Hey, bartender, come over here for a minute.
It was worth
boy.
it to try.
You notice anything missing here?
Just a second.
Anything look funny to you?
Well,
Hey, Barry, take a look at this.
12.
At the rate Barry's been rolling, I don't think he'd notice anything.
Poor Barry.
I mean, it's worth a try. What is your spell save DC, Valdrin?
15.
Okay, that's the number everyone has to beat.
Yeah.
Well, Barry just rolled an 18, so...
Barry notices while examining all of these names that Val's name just sort of vanishes in front of his fairy face. Just kind of disappears. Fades away. Sort of like a shimmer. A bit like water running over some rock.
I'm just...
He's gonna look at Val and go, I told you not to lie again.
Oh.
I didn't lie to you.
What's this? And he's
What's
gonna
what?
point at where the name was.
I don't see anything
Yeah,
there.
as soon as you touch the page where Val's name was, everyone notices that it disappears.
Where did my name go? Did somebody use invisible ink? Did somebody rig my pen? I'm gonna have to write that again.
We used the same quill.
Yeah, obviously. It's that fucking dragon thing that we have around us. Like,
That's gonna be you're gonna deception on that one with it.
Sack tap from Barry.
it's obviously messing with us. Natural 20.
Yeah, that's a pretty convincing argument.
Somebody give me the pen again.
I'm gonna hand him the pen and then hold out my hand. And just let me hold on to your staff for a minute.
Do you think I need my staff to do magic?
I think that you need your staff to do some magic, and disabling some of it is better than letting you have all of it. You've just proven that I can't trust you.
What? There's been a trickster following us this whole time. It obviously rigged the pen because it doesn't like me.
Then what was that thing you did with your hands?
What thing?
That little guy.
And the
You don't
bluff
need to
goes
worry
away.
about that little guy.
The sack
this
tap
one
from
by
Barry
both?
was a 20, not natural.
Ow.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll a d4 plus your attack modifier.
That is 6 damage.
Damn, that was a hell of a sack tap.
Yeah. All right. Well, now I'm
I mean-
incapacitated.
What?
Now I can't write. I'm in pure searing pain.
Do you want me to heal you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I cast spare the dying on my
I
ball.
love how we spent almost an hour on this.
We
Still
won't get
in
it.
town.
Oh,
Have not gotten anywhere.
I'm sorry, Scott. I didn't know it was gonna take this long.
It's okay.
It's
It's entertaining. It's very entertaining. Everything that's happened, I'm okay with it.
Well, without that dragon messing with us. Here, let me write. And I write my name.
did the dragon mess with us last night?
You guys still haven't slept yet in town,
No.
have you?
Oh.
No, I still
No.
don't have some of my thoughts back.
So technically, yes, the dragon did mess with you last. It
Oh.
moved you from 10 to 10.
Okay, well, there you go. There's the signature with more trickster stuff from anything. Hand him back the pen.
As soon as he signs the last letter, I cast Hold Person on him.
Oh shit!
What's that? What's that save?
You have to make a whiz save or you're paralyzed.
Okay.
You have to beat a
Well, we all know how wise he is.
DC
Um,
14.
That's a 22.
Damn it.
Damn.
Well, yeah, you see, get it, just, wave her hand at you. Maybe she's pretending to heal, but instead she's trying to hold you there.
Ooh, I felt my muscles tense for a little bit. That healing is weird sometimes.
Another sack tap from Barry.
Hey!
Hey, he's short. That's the
Why?
only place he can do it. Well, if you're holding your balls, you're not casting spells.
Damn.
That is... I have 13.
Not enough.
No. You hit him in the thigh. It doesn't do any damage.
You hit my sick quad.
Just the top of that boot.
Fuck,
I'm gonna
you scuffed my boot.
and put it away.
Wow.
All right. Well, whenever you guys are ready to head back to Tengaria, I suppose, let me know.
Are you finished with your business with your uncle?
Yes, I'm ready to return to Garnus whenever you guys are ready to go wherever it is you're going.
Would I have any portals now?
Yeah, I think so. I think a week has passed.
Yeah, I could get us to Tengaria. I have doorways through the dimensions, the realms, the space-time continuum. I can break open holes in the universe and travel its portals.
I don't know if I trust you.
Hey,
I was
gonna
listen
say-
to them. They're
It-
good. They've been to the portals.
They're kind of scary, just, don't look back.
Oh boy.
We spent enough time in Sirenchester to have him have a portal there.
I don't think so, no.
Just portal into like open air right above a giant pit.
Of glass.
You'd be at the base of the giant pit of glass.
someone talk about going back to Dron? And about Ulfgar having to pick something up?
Oh yeah, Wolfgar needs to go there to pick up his reward for saving Holbeck.
Shh.
Oh,
Cheerio.
In those few days before everyone got to Burv, did Ulfgar find a item shop that might have another haversack or something?
Or a new rapier for Gabriel.
Probably not before. Oh, you mean before the party got here?
Yes. Since I had 2 days.
If he was looking for it?
Oh yeah.
Probably. I think you would be able to find a bag of holding relatively easily.
That haversack was one of a kind.
Probably. What's the difference between bag of holding?
The bag of holding, whatever you wanted, was at the top.
I thought that was the haversack.
Or the handy haversack, excuse me. Yeah. Whatever you wanted was at the top. The bag of holding, it's in there. You gotta dig around for it.
I think the haversack
Like Hermione's bag.
slightly less.
Yeah, the haversack is also, it weighed a little bit less, and I think it technically had less capacity, although I only learned that after I had already given you a capacity number. So you just had a really nice handy haversack.
had. It's
Emphasis on had. Well, he still has a haversack. It's just not a handy one anymore. It's just a normal backpack.
And is
with
it like
some holes in it?
a... Oh. Bag is it?
The bag of holding?
Yeah, it's a...
It's like a big,
duffel bag.
colorful, velvet sack with a drawstring. It looks like a giant Crown Royal bag.
Oh wow. I think the last
No,
one that we
lovely.
found was like a 6 foot tall shoulder bag.
Yeah, this one's pretty close to that, but it's not quite as big. It's about, probably about 3 feet tall
Oh,
if you were to like stretch it out. And it's always kind of poofed up, except for when it's actually empty. It's always kind of poofed up the same amount. It's sort of like there's a big fluffy pillow in the bottom of the bag.
I was nearly scarred for life at a festival one time because of a very large man wearing nothing but a Crown Royal bag on his private parts.
That's amazing.
Wow.
It was some really big drunk dude walking around with a Crown Royal bag tied to his schween, and that's all.
I went
was gonna
to
say, Take some balls.
festival-
Wow. Well, I can clearly see your balls.
I went to a festival once and tripping his ass off on acid, and he was kind of like rolling around in the dirt. Shortly after, he was kind of dancing out of tune to the music.
It's
and
just
then he
Gidget
took-
on spice.
wow.
He took his shirt off, threw it on the ground, and started to walk away. One of my friends picked it up and handed it to him, and he thanked him, and he said, "Oh man, thank you. I thought how did he word it? He's like, I thought I had escaped from it. It looked like a snake." And then he gave it back to him. And I'm not an expert on acid, but I feel like that's a pretty extreme trip. Because from what I recall, acid is just like colors and like waviness. That dude was going hard.
My brother knew someone once had partied so hard that he woke up in the middle of a cornfield with peanut butter on his chest and no memory of what had happened the previous night. No
That's
shirt.
Pretty dope. I once partied so hard I woke up with a peanut butter and cheese sandwich and have no memory of how it got in my hand.
Peanut butter and cheese.
Yeah, it was not good.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I like the idea of you waking up with this foreign sandwich in your hand and still eating it.
It was like half of a sandwich. Half of it had
That
already
doesn't
been
look that
eaten.
good on waste.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw it away. I didn't know what it was until I ate it though,
Good.
like
What?
sandwich wise. I knew that
God.
there was peanut butter, but I didn't know there was cheese in there.
God.
I mean, I
Oh,
was still a little drunk when I came to. You don't make the best decisions when you're drunk.
Guess not.
I was just like, oh, a sandwich.
That's
And then I
so...
took a bite and I was like, that is not a good sandwich.
oh god.
Well, actually, the first bite wasn't so bad because it was mostly peanut butter. And then the chew from the cheese kicked in, and I was like, that doesn't feel right. And I opened it up, and I was like, oh, it's cheese. That's disgusting.
What kind of cheese?
Yeah, that's my question.
American
Oh,
slices. There was like
Gross.
there
That
was
is
like
gross.
a thick layer of peanut butter on one side, a really thin layer of peanut butter on the other slice of bread, and in the middle was like 4 slices of American cheese.
So nasty.
Yeah, it was not good. I'm just impressed there was no plastic on them.
yeah, that is quite impressive.
I think I need to take
Yeah.
a bathroom break.
Yeah, let's take a
so
short
bad.
bathroom break.
How
Yeah, it
much
wasn't
does the
good.
bag of
I don't
holding
recommend.
cost, mate?
$2.50.
Oh
Chump
lord.
change for you.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be right
same.
back.
So
Yep. Have ever had a peanut cheese sandwich?
just put that in good eats. I'm gonna my series of bad food is gonna keep going.
Wait, you found a cheese sandwich?
Yeah. The tabletop.
Is that banana in there? There's banana.
I'm pretty sure that's cheese, and it says onions there as well.
Oh, yeah, onions in the middle. That's what I'm seeing as banana. And around.
Yeah. That's the nasty. Yeah, it's really easy to find peanut butter and cheese sandwich. I found his exact sandwich, actually. That's gonna bring back memories.
For the stream.
Alright.
Grab some water.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I'm back.
Hi.
Hi.
How is it going?
See, peanut butter and cheese sounds like a good combination, but
It's not.
yeah.
It's really not.
Like
It's
them
interesting
little
too.
cheese
uh,
crackers with peanut butter are good.
That's true. Yeah, American cheese and peanut butter don't go good together though. It's interesting too because that wasn't the first time I had made that sandwich for myself.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm
It's like
very
a
serious.
pickle and jelly sandwich.
Ew.
Two different sides of the spectrum.
The first time I made it, I was under the influence of another recreational drug, and I came home real freaking hungry. Looked through the available sandwich fixings and found that what I was craving we didn't have, and so I substituted Miracle Whip for peanut butter in
No.
my cheese sandwich.
Okay, wait, what?
And very high me thought that was delicious.
No.
But hungover drunk me was like, no, that's bad.
That's super bad.
Yeah, very high me though. He was all about that. I think it was more the texture than the actual flavors.
I could see
Don't do
like
drugs, kids. Drugs are bad.
I could feel like peanut butter and like a really sharp cheddar cheese could be a decent flavor combo, but yeah, the texture clash there would be too much for me to overcome.
Yeah, American cheese with peanut butter, not great. And it was like really good soft bread. So yeah, it was.
That's
Oh.
terrible. That sounds terrible. I'm gagging.
Like maybe if like the bread was toasted and everything's kind of melty.
Oh no, I didn't have time for toast.
Might not be terrible then.
Come back
That's-
to a toaster filled with peanut butter.
Yeah, it would have
Oh.
been bad. I'm glad I didn't do that.
That almost tops the dry ramen with ketchup on it.
What about the pea and cheese bowl?
What?
In American cheese,
Yeah, pea.
Eats channel has been getting a lot of love from him lately.
Oh, peas.
Yeah.
I thought that you meant like urine and
Yeah.
cheese
No.
in a bowl.
Oh,
I was
well,
like,
there you go.
what are you talking about?
Doesn't it look good?
I think the strangest combination, or maybe not strange combination, but the grossest thing I've ever seen someone do under the influence of the herb. Someone took a plate, mind you, of what was a very nice stew. Cracked 3 eggs over it and threw it in the microwave, and then ate it.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my.
Not fun to watch.
My mom and I one time took an entire pork sirloin, wrapped it in a pizza, and then wrapped that in a woven bacon mat and cooked it, and then sliced it and served it to all of our high friends and ourselves.
Okay,
you told
epic
me
meal
about
time.
that. Yeah, you told me
terrible.
about that before.
Yeah, it was something else.
My brother made a spaghetti meatball where he took spaghetti and he shoved it into a hollow ball of meat and wrapped it in bacon. And then fried that. So you would cut into the meatball and there'd be spaghetti inside. And it's covered in bacon.
Like that's a really clever idea, but
How
I
did that
wonder
work
if the meat
out?
would fully cook through.
It was super difficult.
Was it pre-cooked noodles or no?
Yeah, it was definitely pre-cooked spaghetti and then you
I
fry the
feel
meat.
like if he had baked that instead, that might have turned out a lot better.
I,
I think
it's a place
was,
that I go that does ribs. they will bake their ribs and then they throw them in the deep fryer afterwards.
Ooh.
So it ends up with that nice crisp outside. So, baking the meatballs and then frying them would probably turn out.
Right. Well, this was
Yeah.
one very large meatball.
I'd rather
Right.
they be stuffed with cheese, to be honest.
We need to start a BitYard cooking show.
I
Yeah.
feel like the one very large meatball just being fried would be very difficult to cook through.
No, I think it was baked. I'm really fuzzy on it. It was years ago.
Hopefully he
Someone
fried it
was
and then
baked.
baked it. Because
Yeah.
the idea is great. Like, if you could pull that off, that would be the coolest party trick. Be like, oh, look at my giant meatball. And then you cut it up and it's like, and it's full of spaghetti.
I mean, that's basically what happened.
I mean, with sauce or no?
No.
More
it was
impressive if
sauce.
there was sauce in there.
Oh.
I
It's
know.
just like plain noodles
In
Well,
my
you
head
had
it was
sauce.
full of sauce.
like spewing out of a meatball.
You had sauce to put on it.
I get like
No.
the image of when people like cut a rubber band ball in half.
Oh.
I was thinking way worse. I was thinking like you cut open something rotten and then maggots come out.
Oh.
No. Ew.
Tapeworm.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of something much springier.
Y'all want to hear about maggots?
Like an eldritch horror.
Did he
or
like
a
undercook the
meatball
noodles
brain.
before he put it together? Like, didn't cook them all the way through?
No, they were cooked. They were noodles.
Were they pretty mushy or?
No. Actually, it was
That's really impressive.
surprisingly all right.
Yeah.
Not great, but all right.
Speaking of eldritch horrors, your little Lovecraftian button you posted put me on a YouTube spiral looking up how you pronounce like Cthulhu.
Oh, like
Nyarlathotep, or however it's
Yep.
pronounced.
Yeah.
Nyarlathotep.
So Cthulhu, if you want to be that guy, pronounce it correctly, is pronounced
Cool. Well, they're names that aren't supposed to be pronounced by human mouth. So that's the thing. If you want to actually be correct, you can't pronounce it at all.
So if you want to be correct, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that squiggly face thing out in the ocean.
So, no, but definitely, but that's the most accurate way of pronouncing it, though. Is
Well, the fun part about that is it doesn't matter how badly you pronounce the name because you're always right.
Yeah.
exactly. See, they understand it as long as you have the intent of the name in your mouth. They understand.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite elder god.
Yeah, I mean,
Really? Because I'm more impartial to.
that's the point. Y'all read Lovecraft. That's it. That's pretty much it. It's just all a whole bunch of tentacle beasts moaning and dying, and people are like, "Oh shit, these are gods."
Well,
Well,
I'm sure that's a very accurate description.
I mean, they do. They do have power.
So D&D.
Oh yeah, is that what we were doing?
What?
I think
What are we
we're
doing?
gonna go to Tangaria. Oh no, we were gonna go to Turgeron
Or are we
So-
gonna just?
get Ulfgar his money and his
Are we
And
badge.
his, yeah, and his badge.
How far is it to Turgeron? Because
Well,
if it's less,
You're
If it's
staring
less
at a
than
map
10
right now, so.
well, I know, but like if it's less than 10 hours to get there, then I won't make a.
Well, it's
Oh, no,
way
it's
more
gonna
than
be-
10 hours.
It's gonna be multiple
Way
days.
more than 10 hours.
Okay, then I'll make a portal.
I thought that you could only make one to Holbeck, not Turgeron. I thought that's what we decided last time when we were thinking about
Well,
just
now I've been in Turgeron.
portaling up the verb.
is our
You had been in Turgeron before. Being there isn't the requirement. You have to be comfortable there.
Well, I did give a tour.
we've definitely
True.
Well, I know Holbeck, we desecrated that church. Well, Val desecrated that church. So he definitely felt comfortable there.
Val. Val did nothing. It was all Gabriel and his insatiable lust.
And his ass.
Wow.
So tight and inviting.
Oh my god.
Okay. We don't
And
need
the
to be
line
talking.
for no reason vomits wherever she is right now.
Duly noted.
Is
Yeah.
our taxi still around? Take our taxi back home? Or back to Dredron?
Yeah, you could probably find him.
That was it.
Oh, what was his name? Was it James?
Oh yeah, Ulfgar, by the way, we have a
what's-
dragon thing following us that may mess with you, so don't be alarmed. It's okay.
I've got a drow queen giving me nightmares. Don't be alarmed.
Okay. That's
You guys
fair.
murdered my
That's fair.
family.
That's fair too.
And hers!
You guys? Wow, it wasn't me that said that.
Wow.
The strange side of it, anyway.
Do you guys want to sit down and talk about our feelings real quick?
No.
I
Because
wasn't aware that you were aware of feelings.
Blah, blah, blah. Is though, so.
I know one feeling, and that's me.
The other thing Ulfgar needs to do is replace his battle axe and war pick.
Probably like a grand total of like, I don't know, 50 gold?
Oh, a couple more hand axes.
Gabriel can replace his own rapier. when he
10
gets out of
Gabriel's
jail.
not the one who lost
And
his rapier.
I'll pick up a rapier for Gabriel.
Another 20.
Just like a really shitty rusty rapier.
I'll fix it up when I get to the forge and restroom.
Blood stains on it.
Oh man, does Gabriel remember Ulfgar's fantastic blacksmithing?
Unfortunately, yes.
It was silvering. That's the problem.
Was silver, it was unmarked territory, you know. Give him that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are heading out then?
I'm ready.
I suppose so. I'm low on some slots, but
Yeah, now that we got past that,
Oh, I figured that we'd rest and go on the
did we?
I figured that we would.
Ulfgar's got a cart. And some ponies.
Now he
right.
tells us.
That's true.
Definitely not as fast as magical enchanted special horseshoes.
But it's
Boy.
free.
That's true.
Not that it cost us that much to get up here.
I mean, it wouldn't have had I gotten a good cart for free.
Wow. So we
Wow,
rested before we set off?
I don't know, did you?
Yes.
Probably.
It's a little afternoon.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Let's see if we can get into combat so I can shatter Ulfgar.
No.
He can shatter you back.
So you
Oh,
set
shit.
off, and you make it to about here before nightfall. Yeah. Maybe. And let's see. Go ahead and set up camp. And who's watching?
Well,
I'll do first watch.
Wolfgar will take first watch also.
Oh boy. 'Cause
Thou
that's
gonna cast
Cassie out.
Layman's tiny hut? Hint, hint.
Oh shit. If anyone wants to remind me. Yeah, I draw some intricately made less geometrical symbols and stuff and eyeballs on the ground as the black dome appears before us.
Yeah. So, Lehman's tiny hut appears. And that means that basically everyone can rest pretty much with impunity because you got 8 hours.
Nice.
Right? Oh boy. I take out Cassie for a little bit. Once night falls.
Uh,
She's
What's
Yeah.
that?
as hideous as ever.
She's beautiful.
she is a beautiful lady.
What is that?
Oh, right, you haven't met her yet. This is Cassiopeia.
Valdrin, what did you do?
I wake up with a stir. Well,
He
Who-
didn't do anything. I did it.
I peek out my tent. Oh god. She's
What are you-
a beautiful transcendent creation of Horus is the father, the baby daddy,
Maybe, Daddy.
the maybe daddy.
Just use a little bit of his slime in her dirt, that's all.
Yeah, look at her.
Why?
Isn't she beautiful and glowing?
I don't know. I'll tell you about it later.
I mean, this is the perfect time to tell you about it.
You're literally sitting in a camp, not doing anything. I'll tell you later. Don't worry about it. Forget
Don't
about it.
forget about
Just, I couldn't, it was before I left, I having nightmares and I couldn't sleep, so I had flour and I
So
had
you
slime.
made a nightmare.
Before you left to blow up the entire capital city, or
No, before I left home.
Hey, that's insensitive.
there's a lot of
You're one to talk.
Hey. Yeah, I am.
I'm sorry, I thought I was content to stay home and, retire from adventuring, but I missed you all too much.
does your head priestess know about this?
It's not
No.
evil.
Well, if it's not evil, why not tell her about it?
It didn't come up. I was really
Yeah, I mean, it's just a creature, just like anything else.
Well, she didn't ask about it, so I didn't think it was
Well,
important.
I mean, it's a plant. Creature thing. Can we get a rolling?
It's an aberration.
Bomb bomb.
And
Definitely an
Kamaru's
aberration.
okay with this?
Wait, what did you say?
Apparition?
Aberration.
Aberration.
Yeah.
Very.
I don't know, does he?
He's sent stuff before, right?
Right.
Does very
Yes.
sense things.
Yes, apparitions is one of them.
Yeah, I can do that too. I should probably change that. I don't need that.
Isn't she beautiful?
Look,
Aberration.
she's harmless, okay? Just don't scare her.
What does she eat?
Well, she's a plant. She doesn't have a mouth.
Horse
I've seen
slime.
little
Yeah.
I've seen Little Shop of Horrors. Just eat.
Have you ever heard of a Venus flytrap?
Didn't you say she'd been sucking on
She's-
horse slime?
I knead it into the soil.
That's disturbing. I'm just gonna put that out there.
She's
That's
my
weird.
friend.
She's
I'm gonna climb in my tent and zip it up and be like, I'm done with this. It probably doesn't have a zipper, but you get the point. I'm
You
closing it
invent
up.
zippers just to do that.
Yeah. I minor illusion a zipper onto the front of my tent.
You guys, you're overreacting.
Gosh.
Has
That's
Cassie gotten any bigger since I guess she been growing or anything?
Yeah, I mean at a normal plant pace.
Y'all need bread.
Do the eyes blink? I can't remember. Or they
Slowly.
just-
Very slowly.
God's below, that's horrible.
Always watching.
As a person who's made a deal with evil, I sense that the plant might be evil.
She's not evil.
Did she make villager noises when you poke her?
What do bees do when they're around her?
I don't know if bees have been around her. Have bees been around her?
Not real ones, I don't think.
Mm,
See, I always assumed
Damn,
she just
that
has like a
those are
flock of
fake
bees, like
bees.
following her.
I think they're called a swarm.
A swarm. They're a flock.
A
They are a
flock
flock of bees.
Sounds like the name of a ska band.
Uh,
Flock of bees.
The herd of bees. Thank you very much.
I mean, in medieval
A whole
times, they did
gaggle of
think they
them.
were birds.
A murder of bees for her.
Actually, a murder sounds pretty good.
A whole gaggle of them.
Oh man.
We're in the cart while this is
Yes.
like.
Well,
Oh wait, no,
No,
we're at
camping.
we're at camp.
we're
Yeah, we're
resting because
camping.
I take her out at night. She
Yeah.
likes to look at
Alright.
the stars.
Yeah, she loves the stars.
Well, I'm sleeping because God, that's disturbing.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah,
What
not made
good
of
of
those.
beautiful and could appreciate such pretty stars could be evil?
I didn't say it was evil. I said it was disturbing.
Well, person.
Cassie is, she's just my friend, like little squirt.
Gidget's not evil with those smug little eyes.
They're
Those
not
will get ya.
smug.
And it's a smug little face. I mean, be correct.
Oh.
Smug little face and those creepy little yellow eyes.
Let's not do this again. She's a perfect little angel.
So punchable.
Wow.
Who just happens to care for monsters.
You know,
Tiny
she looks
little
for the best in everyone, except liches.
Liches get stitches. We need to
Damn
get
straight.
Gidget a t-shirt that says that.
Oh man.
We have to defeat the Lich first.
Yeah. Alright, well.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll put her away and go to sleep. So, I prefer to sleep with her, by my head.
As long as that's far away from me, that's fine.
Fine. I'll stay close to Val.
Okay,
Uh,
close to that.
Wolfgar will wake Barry up for second watch then.
Ulfgar is gonna need to make a Constitution check.
Wait, what did Ulfgar do? I was paying attention.
He's first watch.
That's natural 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Who else was
shit.
first watch? I feel like there was more than one person.
Well, I was going to take first watch as well.
Okay, well you also get to roll a con.
Oh, I'm so good at those.
You have been historically.
Well, that's a 9.
Nice.
Oops.
Yeah, that's you definitely stay awake longer than Ulfgar did. But you both drift off to sleep. And nobody wakes anybody up for second watch.
Val is up.
Was Val awake? You didn't
Yeah.
go to sleep? Were you also being watched?
Well, he
He
Ulfgar
meditates.
yelled, Valdrin, what did you do? and he awoke. He awoke. He
Right.
stirred.
But this all took place after that. Did he not go back to sleep?
No, because that would be second watch. That would be for him.
But it wasn't even first watch. It was like at the very beginning of first watch that happened. Probably even before you guys went to sleep.
What? So would then I need to roll a con save?
If you're gonna not go back to sleep, then yes, you would need to do that. But if you were gonna go to sleep like everyone who's not on first watch, then no, you don't.
What?
Was Val taking first watch or not?
Well, my understanding was that Elfgar and Gidget were taking first watch, and then
Yes, they agreed to take first watch, and
and
then
then
Gidget pulled
were
out
doing
Cassie when
the
she
very
was
beginning.
settling in at the very beginning,
Yeah,
and
this whole
Ulfgar
thing.
yelled that out. This is like while you're still basically in camp, getting ready to go to bed, more or less.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
then
kidding.
if Flamon's tiny hut is around us, then I guess I'm going to bed.
Okay. So then everyone who is taking first watch is asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy, we're gonna get screwed with again.
Do I have advantage since I have nightmares?
I have nightmares too sometimes.
Um.
I'm here
Different
because
kinds
I
of
had a
nightmares,
nightmare.
though.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Nightmare.
So the same as last time, you Lehman's tiny hut did, and didn't wake up. You just wake up. Somebody's gotta be awake in the morning. Basically, is what's gotta happen for this to not happen. But since second watch didn't happen and nobody's awake, something happens. Isn't that fun how that happened?
That is
I like
fun.
to say happens. Saying it all the time.
What happened?
Just a second.
Oh.
I'm going through my list of fun little pranks.
Oh, okay.
What happenings? Oh snap! Ebo was in chat.
Oh.
I should pay attention to the stream more.
Oh.
Yeah, DB.
Let's see.
That was a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Well.
All the way back
Yeah.
at Charleston Shoes.
I fucking love Charleston shoes. I always get made fun of for eating them too. My brother says that it's geriatric candy.
I like the minis.
What the fuck?
That's
is
what I
this
ate last
all?
week.
Yeah, okay, so everyone wakes up and must probably want to roll a perception check. See what crazy shenaniganry took place overnight.
Oh,
You're
really?
all
Time
gonna
for
figure
the
it out pretty
Tinder
quick
bed
anyway, but-
session.
Natural 20.
I got
Okay.
a 15.
Another natural one.
Damn.
God damn it.
And an 11 for Barry.
Okay, so Ulfgar, and then I believe Gidget, and then Val, and then Barry, and then Ryu. That's the order that people notice it in.
Rio.
Barry, you're wearing Gidget's night clothes. Gidget, you're wearing Barry's. Ulfgar, you're naked.
Oh my.
Ooh, they just wanted to see Elfgar.
And Val and Ryu, your night clothes have you're both switched.
I
I
see.
like this dress. Comfy.
lot of flow. going
Not
on.
a trap.
I twirl around. Does that mean he has my boots on?
I walk out in still
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
And
it does.
nothing
Work it, honey.
I mean, if you wear them
Just-
to bed, then yeah.
just stilettos and a purple velvet thong.
Oh my god. Hell yes. Killing it. Like, Vogue for me.
And nipple tassels.
God damn.
Vogue.
I guess
I just
Gidget would
get
just be in a kilt.
Oh shit!
How's the breeze?
I already wear
Yeah.
like dresses and stuff, but usually bloomers too.
Just the kilt and the sash, no shirt.
Oh shit!
Oh my god. Rework the art.
No, that doesn't go in the. That goes somewhere else.
That goes in that other Discord.
Yeah, we don't need shirtless Gidget art in BitYard.
Okay.
And everybody
I
gets to
swear
see
she's
all of
20.
Ulfgar's tattoos.
What are they?
Very dark tribal stuff. A lot of anvils and hammers. Like the outline of a mountain with like a river running from it.
It's just dwarven prison tats.
I have a fucking hot take for you
Yakuza.
guys.
Dwarven Yakuza tats.
Damn,
He also has
that's-
a giant red eye on his
Yeah,
chest.
and then I've got a giant red eye that's
I have a
marking up some
super
of my
thick-
ink.
Damn, that's awesome. Ulfgar is a god.
That moment when
That's my
Ulfgar is the edgiest member of the party.
And the lower
Damn.
back has like dwarves like trampling an orc army.
Holy shit. I love how we're now just analyzing you.
Yeah.
We're all just staring at Ulfgar's naked body,
Yeah.
staring at the sunrise, just hands on hips, beard majestically blowing in the morning breeze.
He has one foot up on a rock.
Oh yeah.
I have
Is
to
it-
draw this.
Does he have blue chest hair?
Oh yeah,
Every
Oh,
blue,
man.
blue hair everywhere. The
Oh,
dwarf would have
oh
hair.
my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, everywhere there
Valid
would
fail.
normally be body hair. It's
Little furry blue butt cheeks.
Wow. TBY.
Oh, that's so good.
Save anything.
Oh. That's fantastic. Oh, Ulfgar.
Hey, Rio.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need those stilettos back. That's a part of my outfit.
I don't know. They kind of. I'm kind of feeling it.
Does he want his thong back?
Yeah, I want my thong and nipple tassels back too.
I mean, are you sure you don't want to just like switch?
Why am I in a pink speedo that says "Are you nasty"?
Yeah, it says that on the front, on the back it says yes. Nasty.
Absolutely.
Nastiest.
Yeah.
Nasty woman.
Those nipple tassels go under my robes, so. they're
They
always
stop
there.
the chafing.
Yeah, they do. They do.
All right, I'll strip down and hand Vala's stuff. We've all seen each other naked at this point.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I did the
really
same.
matter.
Yeah, this is
Whatever.
not the first time.
All right. Now we all have our tattoos out in the wind. Unless Rio's a clean boy.
Yeah, Rio doesn't have any tattoos.
You written on. Oh, you
Alright.
kids in your ink.
I can just see Val like sitting or standing on a rock, thigh-high boots and nipple tassels. Blows.
Just thigh boots and nipple tassels. That's it.
Oh no.
Wow.
Standing directly where, or like basically like sitting kind of like a mermaid, just like right
So,
by where Ulfgar's
Before this
standing.
gets
Yeah.
too weird, everyone
We need art.
Oh,
changes back to their normal
Yep.
clothes and continues to travel. Yay!
Now you're regretting
travel!
throwing this trickster.
I
in this friend.
regret everything all the time.
Well, you're the one that keeps stripping us naked. That's not even
Very
like-
accurate. Yeah.
It's our job to make you feel real uncomfortable at this point.
I mean,
put
I
my-
could have started too, but I didn't. I was
Fair point. Yeah. So about halfway through the distance that you made it yesterday, which was considerable. You should be arriving in Burville, excuse me, today. But a little ways outside of town, something sort of catches everyone's attention. Let's see. How do I describe
Past
it?
that treant.
Roll a. Well, yeah, you passed where you saw the treant. Everybody roll perception.
Sick. 14.
10.
8.
17 for Barry, and I believe just a straight 11.
Okay. So Barry and Val both hear it well before anyone else does. And what you hear is sounds like yelling. It sounds like fearful yelling. And it's coming from the right side of the trail. And it sounds like it's getting closer. And about the time that starts to click, everyone else can kind of hear it, but they still don't really know what it is.
That noise? Screaming.
Yeah, and it's getting steadily louder, and now you can kind of hear like crashing through the brush. The brush on both sides of the road, by the way, real thick, real thick. The road kind of runs through the center of a clearing, which is how roads work, and either side of the road is about maybe 10 feet or so of open ground. It used to be forest, but it has been clear cut along. But there's still like little saplings and stuff kind of growing in there that haven't been quite weeded out. It's not something that's maintained super well. But yeah, no, you guys, you definitely can hear yelling getting louder. And it takes a break every now and then, but it comes back. And when it does, it's even closer still, and it's louder.
Just a normal Tuesday. Let's bounce.
Barry's gonna go, no, I think we should go check that out.
Yeah, someone might need our help.
Yeah. So as you're kind of deliberating on it, I assume you've paused. You've stopped moving.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. As you do that, Barry, with advantage, make an investigation check of the woods nearby. That's, I feel, something Barry would do.
Let's see. 16.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So Barry, you notice something that kind of stands out to you, but wouldn't be overly obvious. Well, in fact, wouldn't be obvious at all to anyone else. But you're a ranger, and the forest is your home. So you can see that there's kind of like a cut a bit in the clearing alongside you. Like it's the edge of where the trees are is jagged anyway, because it's nature and nothing's a straight line. But there's sort of a deeper V-shape cut that doesn't look quite right, and the brush that's there is a little shorter than it should be. It's like to you it looks like there was once maybe a pathway or a road that branched off in that direction, but clearly hasn't been traveled in a very, very long time. And that kind of direction is where you hear the screaming coming from. And as you sort of make all these connections, the whole party, who's been sort of deliberating on this, notices the screaming is real freaking loud now, and it sort of crescendos as you all look towards the forest, and of course, Barry, you see that nice place. There is a sort of elderly man, probably elderly. He's probably in his late 50s. He's got his hair sort of going gray, kind of a longish beard. He's wearing he's wearing wizard's robes. Let's not beat around the bush. Looks like a wizard. And he just comes bursting out of the forest there. Just to sort of paint a visual picture, the brush here is so thick that like you cannot see him. Barry, even you staring into the woods cannot see him until he's like out of it. Like he just sort of appears in that little V cut. And he spots you guys, and he shouts, "Run away! Run away!" And he makes about 3 steps out of the forest towards you. And everybody roll as time freezes for a moment, just to allow this to happen. Everyone roll a perception check real fast for me.
Okay.
Wolfgar got an 18, and Barry got...
I got a 17.
I'm sorry, what are we rolling?
Perception.
Perception.
11.
22.
Okay, so everybody, you hear the unmistakable twang of a bowstring. Rio, you don't hear that at all. But everybody else hears a bowstring, and then time unfreezing. After hearing that, the whole front of the wizard's face sort of explodes outwards as an arrow pierces through it, and the end of the arrow, the arrowhead, if you will, it's shaped like a small iron fist with sort of pointy nails, and it's just blown the whole front out of his head, and he sort of just kind of stumbles a couple steps and then falls at the edge of the woods. And everybody roll me another perception check. We're just rolling perception.
10.
8.
14. No, 13.
For Ulfgar and 7 for Barry.
Okay.
Plus I have advantage in the woods. My favorite terrain.
Yeah, I mean, you would if you were inspecting it, but this is sort of a perception thing. So I think it was Val that rolled the highest?
13, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone else but Val sees sort of the silhouette of a man.
But Val?
Vaguely, yeah, everyone but Val. Sort of vaguely, I mean, it's definitely a humanoid form, but it's more like a shadow is what you see. Think like Predator. You don't get any real details out of him. Val, you get a little bit more, and that's what you get. I sent it to you.
Wait.
No, like the actual color, not, yeah. Don't be weird.
That's,
Wow.
I was gonna say.
Wow. Super insulting that that's where you went. But okay.
I thought about it only after.
Wow. That's
wait.
just...
Okay. Okay, wait. Is it?
Yes.
Like pure? Like
I mean,
vibrant?
It's that color. It's not like a crayon. No, it's,
Okay. Oh, oh my god. Alright. That's presumably an elf?
I mean, what you're gathering from it is not a ton of detail, is the point. The whole
Oh,
point
okay.
is you didn't roll high enough to get a great detail, but that's what you saw.
Alright. Can I investigate further?
No, it vanished into the woods.
Oh.
That's what you saw. You caught a glimpse of it, and that's what your slightly better than average glimpse saw.
Did you guys see that?
There you go.
See what?
Saw that guy get murdered.
You didn't see the flash of yellow in the woods?
No.
I just look at Gidget.
I sort of saw like the color yellow is a yellow skin, like man with prominent pointy features.
Pointy. Uh-oh.
I-
Did you see wings?
Did I see wings?
No,
No.
you saw exactly what I told you saw.
Okay. Then
Come on, let's go see. Ray's gonna
Yep.
hop down and take his bow out. Start walking down the path.
did you see what that fucker just did to this wizard?
How close are we to the wizard? Did he run up to us?
Let's go see if the
no,
wizard's
he wasn't-
okay.
he
Yeah.
wasn't super close. He only made it probably like 5 strides out of the woods, so he cleared maybe, I don't know, like 7 or 8 feet total.
I'm
But we
still
know
gonna
that he's super
run up.
dead.
I'm still gonna run up to him.
That's-
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my sword and follow Barry.
A lost cause.
Mm.
That is irredeemably dead. His face is blown out. I don't think I can spare the dying on
Oh,
that.
God's
No.
blow.
I can't help him. I'll say a little prayer real quick. And then I'd like to see what caused it too, so I'll follow everyone else.
Alright. Yeah, fuck it. Alright.
Like a quick hail Kamadu, as we go by.
Hail Kamadu.
Do 3 hail,
Whispers
come on.
in this corpse's ear, Hail Hydra, and leaves.
Probably like tracing a hexagon on her chest. It's probably what it's like.
I
6 is a
mean-
holy number.
The Church of Kamadu is just the Illuminati, right?
No.
Yeah, the B
certainly
order.
not.
It's the Illuminati, dude. Worse than the Church of Lorena.
Oh, definitely not. Mm-mm. There's some kind of shady stuff way in like the beginnings, but
So to clarify, what are you guys doing?
I guess we're
Following
going
Barry.
in the woods.
yeah, going
With
in the
Barry?
woods.
I think that's a good
Yeah.
cliff. Hang on.
Alright. Going. So next week we'll start off tracking down this thing in the woods.
Whatever it is, it looks like a man.
Whatever it is, it's fucking dead.
Ryan came out and knew this there.
I don't know what you mean. That was a fun session.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you, Scott.
yeah, it was definitely a good session.
I don't think we at all got done the things that you were planning for us
Not
to do.
even close, but that's okay. It'll just give me more time to prepare.
Just when you don't expect the most roleplay, that's when it happens.
Well,
That's
I
pretty
didn't.
much how it works. Yeah.
I
But
didn't
we,
expect Val to be such an asshole about signing a fucking witness statement.
it wasn't being an
I was
asshole.
just wanting to try to find a plausible way to close off Ria's story when he goes.
Did
we
we
left a lot
really
of
have to sign a
cards in the air.
witness statement?
I mean, I thought it made sense. I'm sorry if my
That's
idea
all that
lived
matters.
up to your expectations, Liam.
No, I'm just.
It was,
This is
it's
Val
definitely
for
something
real.
Val would totally
Now
try
there's
not to, Theo
shocking
would
kingdom.
understand.
Yeah, Theo, Val and Theo, get on. Power couple.
In another life, maybe.
Yeah, Val knew her when he was younger. um,
Yeah, she
there's,
wouldn't
like-
sign shit.
right, right.
Gidget, though, it's like, Gidget, of course she would.
Of course.
Does Barry get any experience for punching Val in the nuts twice?
It was only once in the thigh.
Punch.
Fortunately, no.
Yeah,
It's a
and then
tap. There's a difference.
it was a
Conrad's
sad-
brother would beg to differ.
That was because it was,
It was the
someone
same
with,
amount of damage.
Yeah, but Ernest is like proficient in sack taps.
Proficient in sack taps.
That's a thing.
No, it's not.
It is now.
I didn't hear any of that. I literally cut out just as you said, but Ernest.
Ernest is proficient in sack taps.
That's true. He
See?
is proficient in sack tap.
Told you.
Very, very proficient.
Great.
Well, join us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fight some giant evil. Well, maybe.
No,
Definitely a
you
big
won't.
thing.
We will.
And sponsor us, Charleston Shoe, please.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm down,
Blu-ray.
like, Theo's still down on, like, max HP.
I think we left off like right when we were about to rest, though, right?
No, we were going back to the thing.
Oh, so we haven't even.
Like, we found out common, like, it responds to common, so that's
Yeah.
where we left off. We were going to go
Oh,
ahead
that's
and
right,
rest,
because
but-
Ernest wanted to go back there or something like that.
Yeah, to try, like, all the languages, including common.
Yeah, and we didn't want to split the party, so.
No, that's bad.
Okay, yeah. Yep. I remember.
And,
Whether or not I'll remember tomorrow night's something else.
and in the morning, we're doing, Ebo was streaming, our early
Yes.
morning game.
Bonnie's
Oh, very
Oh,
cool.
shit, right?
Yeah, there's a talking
That was
dog.
Yeah, that's all I really know.
A
And I
talking
don't know what I'm
dog.
playing yet. But I think it sounds like it's going to be like a session 0
Yep.
kind of thing.
It's definitely a session 0. Character creation. Events stream. He auto-hosted here.
I don't know who all like from this group is playing. I know I won't be there,
Just
but yeah.
me. It's me,
Okay.
and then Doc, Epo, Alex, and Bonnie DM me.
Yeah, I won't be
Well-
able to make the stream.
If you love gin and talking dogs, then go check that out.
I might play Lizard Folk. Not sure yet.
Ooh. Yeah, I envy you for getting to play with Doc. That sounds like a blast.
Doc Mata's estranged wife.
Oh,
Doc
shit.
Mata. Dun, dun, dun.
Or child.
I mean,
Watch all those other
Awesome.
streams. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Good night,
Like,
streamer.
comment, subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely make sure to hit that notification button so you get
Leave a
notified
video
when we make a
response.
video. Yeah, hit that bell button. Never miss
Also,
a
Yeah.
Squarespace, if you're watching, please.
Yeah.
We need the sponsor.
We love
Dollar
you.
Shave
Charles
Club,
Shave.
if you could hit us up.
Seriously,
And Crunchyroll.
everyone who
Please. We need money.
Help us.
Wow. It's got some
We're
good
eating
internet.
peanut butter and cheese sandwiches. That's all we have.
Oh man,
That's all we
God, I
can
hope that
So-
day never comes.
So you just want food sponsorships?
Yes.
Is that what you?
We just need to eat.
Blue Apron,
I
please.
can borrow McDonald's Wi-Fi for the stream.
I spend all my money on D&D books.
And that's proven by his uncooked ramen and ketchup pack.
Yeah, we can post pictures. We have proof that we need money.
We have proof that some of us don't eat as well as we should.
We have proof
I like
that
how
some
we're talking about food sponsors, and the only like food sponsor we talked about was Charleston Chew. It's just candy.
Blue Apron will just
Blue
give us
Apron?
food.
Oh,
Blue
Blue
Apron.
Apron, that's fair.
Yeah.
I will say, I have been eating a lot of Keebler grasshoppers, almost as good as Girl Scout cookies.
The what? What the?
He said Squirrel
No.
Scout cookies and grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers.
He's just
They are like Thin Mints.
yeah.
No. What's with
Oh,
the
okay.
North?
I assumed it was something like that because when I was a youngin, growing up in my mom's bakeries, she used to make something called grasshopper pie, which was like a mint and dark chocolate pie with like crispy wafer pieces in it.
What?
It's delicious.
The drink called the Grasshopper, which is ice cream and creme de menthe. Yeah.
Cheese
Enjoy.
and peanut butter.
Cheese and peanut. Good night, stream.
Night stream.
Good night, stream.